Yes, boxing fans, this is Ian Matthias from Matthias Unboxing. If you love your boxing, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel and drop any comments below. This week we will be detailing young American prospect Chris Primetime Colbert taking on Mongolian King Tug Nyambayar. This fight is being promoted by PBC and will take place on July the 3rd at the Dignity Health Sports Park in California. This is for yet another version of the infamous WBA belts. Colbert is defending his WBA interim World Super Featherweight title. I'm going straight into the tail of the tape. So first up, introducing Chris Primetime Colbert. He hails from Brooklyn, New York. He has a record of 15 wins with 6 knockouts. He has no defeats on his record. He is ranked as the 12th best super featherweight in the world according to Boxweight. He stands at 5'8", has a 71-inch reach and is an orthodox fighter, although he does switch height quite regularly. His opponent, TUGSTSOGT NYAMBAYAR, with a record of 12 wins and 9 KOs. He has a sole defeat. This is against current WBC champion, featherweight champion, Gary Russell Jr. Boxrec have him ranked as the 17th best super featherweight in the world. He's 5'7" with a 67-inch reach. He is an orthodox fighter. In honesty, this is going to be the first time that I would have watched Chris Colbert this Saturday, and I've only watched King Tug once previously, so this prediction is very much being viewed off the fights that I've been able to watch this week. So I did get around to watching Colbert vs Jaime Abadola and also Jezreel Corrales. This is going to be Chris Colbert's toughest test to date. At the moment there are no stand-up names on his resume. As mentioned, he has previously fought Jezreel Corrales. That's where he won his WBA interim belt, and last time, as mentioned, he defended it against Jaime Abadola. Now Colbert is looking for 2021 to be his breakout year and propel himself into full world title shot in 2022. Now he is a 5-time national champion and has qualified to go to the Olympics in 2016, but rather than pursue his dream of going on to get a gold medal, he preferred to turn pro. He's a very talented fighter, seeming to be able to do a bit of everything. He has inside ability, outside fighting ability. He can bang, he can box. He's a very confident young man. In the fight against Corrales, he started slow, trying to figure out the veteran, switching stances and dictating the pace of the fight, but he was always in control. Even though Corrales had success in the middle round, this was a comfortable night's work for Colbert. Now I do really like Colbert's jab. This one, it helped him dictate the pace of the fight. I also think he has great footwork and head movement. But Colbert did get caught flush a few times in this fight. As he steps up in quality into the top 10 of the super featherweights, he will pay for his sloppy defence. There are some bigger hitters out there, Berchelt, Valdez to name 2. If he gets caught flush by one of them, he's struggling. TUGSTSOGT NYAMBAYAR is someone I've actually seen fight once, and that was his very competitive fight against Gary Russell Jr. Although Mongolian, he has had all his fights in the US, and last time he beat undefeated Kobe Breeder via split decision. King Tug, for me, to win this fight will need to leave his hands go earlier than he did in the early stages of the Gary Russell fight. He let the champ dictate the pace. He does look to keep coming forward, staying close to his opponent and keeping the pressure on, but Nyambayar did not let his hands go in that fight. His corner were remonstrating with him. He just didn't manage to do it until the middle rounds. So also another factor here, Nyambayar is new to the super featherweight division, so it's going to be interesting to see how he does. When he fought Russell, who was a big featherweight, he looked bigger than Nyambayar, and Colbert is a big super featherweight, which the physicality could be a big difference in this one. I am excited to see Colbert fight, and I believe, unlike the Corrales fight where he looked a little bit he will be able to look good and entertain in this one. Nyambayar is a good opponent for him. I believe he is the fighter with the greatest skill set and will be able to stamp his authority early on Nyambayar. Nyambayar, as mentioned, he will need to get a quick start in this one, a lot quicker than he did against Gary Russell Jr. He needs to let his hands go. Now, for me, I think the Colbert style and his physicality will see him come out as the winner here. He's going to be the bigger man. I can see him controlling the pace of the fight, using that jab to keep Nyambayar off balance. If Colbert can stop the tough Mongolian, that would be a real statement, and hopefully he gets one more fight in 2021 before he starts to move into final eliminators in 2022. That's a wrap on this one. This has been Ian Matthias for Matthias Unboxing. See you soon.